Why do I feel like life has no meaning? I feel like I'm not going anywhere. I am 40 and I'm stuck at a job, not even a career. I feel like life is going by and I'm just standing and looking at it. Why do I feel this way, Kizzy? I feel stagnant. What do I do? Those were just a few of the questions that I received from an acquaintance this morning. And while I sat on the other end of the call and I listened to her frustration and her pain, I wanted to just reach through that phone and just hug her and kiss her and tell her, it's going to be okay. And it's because I have been where she have been before, so I could relate. I remember those days when I would just cry, burst out crying for no reason. I would cry because I felt like I had no idea where I was going, what next I was supposed to do. I just felt so frustrated. So I know exactly what she's feeling like. And I said, you know what? If that young lady's feeling this way going into 2024, then there are others who are feeling the exact same way. So I decided to come to you here December 31st to give you some hope moving forward. I'm coming to share with you some of the tips that I use to overcome those feelings. It wasn't easy, but it can be done. So I hope that you will grab something from this video to help you realize your full potential and help you to get over this particular time in your life, and that you know it's simply temporary. It may seem as if it's the end right now. It may seem as if, it's because of the fact it's the end of the year and everyone is making resolutions and goal settings. So, of course, you're human. You're going to feel like, okay, mine year went by and it was so bad. But if you were to employ even one of the strategies that I'm going to provide to you, I promise you, you're going to see change in your life for the better. So, the question that was asked to me is why? Why me? Why living a life without purpose? Why? And I'm going to be blunt. You may feel this way because of probably poor time management. You're not managing your time well. You're using your time towards things that maybe shouldn't matter, as opposed to the things that truly matters. So maybe it's poor time management. It's time that you maybe get on a schedule. Get on a schedule and use your time wisely so that you can get the results that you are looking for. Could it be that you have overcommitted? I see this happen a lot. People overextend themselves. They commit to this and they commit to that. And then what happens is you leave your self-improvement, your growth unmet because you're so focused of just being involved in everything. Stop. Overcommitment can basically ruin you itself. So as much as you want to get involved, and don't get me wrong, I am one who definitely advocate to being involved, getting involved in community and getting involved in just different things, right? In hobbies, having different things. I definitely go for it. But there's a certain point in your life when you have to prioritize and know what you need at a particular time. And if it is you are trying to get focused and trying to figure out who you are and where you are going and what are you here to do, what's your purpose right now in this world, maybe this is not the time for you to be involved in every single thing. You maybe just need to take it down a notch, maybe get involved in maybe, your church. If you are a church goer, and yes, maybe you might want to get involved in church, or maybe if you volunteer at some local rec center, or maybe whatever it might be that you volunteer at, that's perfectly fine. But just do not overextend yourself. Your friend's having a party, they need you to help do this, or somebody's having a backyard lime or whatever. You don't need to do all of that right now. When you get yourself together, trust me, you will have enough time to do whatever it is that you choose to do. But for now, take it down a notch. One of the biggest and most costly forgets is that we have a creator who loves us and who hears our cry and our prayer. And we forget that we have him there in our corner, and we try to do everything by ourselves. So remember who you belong to, and cry out. Cry out, you'll be surprised. Also remember, people need people. Just like that young lady reached out to me today. We are not friends, but we are acquaintances. Sometimes it's difficult for us to reach out to our close friends or family members because of shame or because of fear. It could be a number of reasons why you may not be comfortable reaching out to someone close. Then find someone that you trust, that you can probably speak to and get that off your chest. And then who knows, like in my case, I've been there. So I am able to say, this is what I did and it has helped me. Maybe you can try it, or I recommend that you try it and see what it does for you. Maybe not all of these things would work because we are all different people, but try it for 6 months, or maybe try this or try that. So remember, community. There is always someone who has been through what you are dealing with. In the moment, you feel as if you are the only one that's going through that particular thing, but know that there's always someone else who has been there. And when we have gone through a particular trial, trust me, we are willing to share whatever it is that we did that allow us to come out on the other side. We are always willing to share. So reach out if it is you feel like you need to talk to someone or you need someone else's help. Do not deal with it alone. I think that's probably one of the worst things that we can do, is like trying to deal with these issues or these feelings by ourselves. Don't do it. Reach out for some help. So now that you have some of the reasons as to why you may feel the way that you feel, here are some of the things that you can stop doing so that you can reap better results. Stop being distracted. And when I say stop being distracted, I mean stop being easily entertained and start being educated. Before you get all upset, here's what I mean. I don't mean to just go and enroll in college, right? Get educated. No, when I say get educated, I mean there are tons of videos, there are tons of books, there are webinars, seminars, conferences. There are so many ways that you can educate yourself on various topics. And it doesn't have to be, again, that has nothing to do with a degree. Of course, if that's your prerogative and you want to get a degree, I will never bash that, because that worked for me and I am proud of it. And I will do it all over again. But that doesn't mean that that's not what I was referring to. I'm referring to, if for some reason, let's say you are struggling with communication, okay, educate yourself on communication. There are books. Even if you say you don't have the money to buy the books, guess what? There are free apps out there. There's one that I love to use that's called Hoopla. Hoopla is my local library that I book. I have a library card. I just go online, I order whatever book that I need to get from them. It comes straight to my phone. I can read it. Some of them come in audio format. I can listen to it. The point I'm making is that whatever you're dealing with, there are resources out there to assist you. Educate yourself. The time that you are taking to watch a series on Netflix, you would use less time to listen to an audiobook, yeah, in the topic that can assist you, that can help you. So stop. So number one, stop being entertained and start being educated. Number two, this is actually a quote, but I like it so much that I'm willing to share it, and it fits in well too. Stop sacrificing the things that matter for the things that matter least. And here's what I mean by that. Some of us, we focus on the minor thing and we forget about the major thing. So For instance, me, I said this video was a video that I definitely had to make today because I think it's so important to get it out. But you know what? I had some cleaning to do. And I was like, oh my God, do I clean or do I cook or do I focus on this video? And I had to figure out what mattered most. And really and truly getting this video up that can help someone going into 2022 outweighed me sweeping, dusting my house. So do not sacrifice the things that matter most for things that matter least. Number 3, stop pondering and thinking about what's going wrong and focus on high value activities. For those of you who follow Brian Tracy, I love that guy. You know that that's one of his favorite, right? Focus on high value activities. And I fully subscribe to that. So here's what I'm saying to you today. I hope that you will find at least one of these tips helpful and that you will commit to employing it for at least 6 months, because I can guarantee if you employ one of these tips for at least 6 months, you are going to see significant positive change in your life. You are going to be one step closer to yielding your better results. I thank you for watching this video. I am V Kizzy, and again, remember, you are always one step away from yielding better results. Be well.